Okay, so this is very different for me because I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna actually post this. But I, f- I, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. But I'm just gonna be as transparent and as honest as I can. Um, so through my time, I think my last video on the channel that I'm about to upload this to, if I do, was 2021. And it's been a long time since I made a video and stuff. But like that's not what I'm trying to get at. Right now, I'm currently in university and I'm almost done my first year. My first year of university. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Like it's crazy. And I'm making this video right now because I feel like I'm in a position that lots of people who are I feel like I'm in a position that lots of people can relate to, or maybe there's somebody out there who needs it, something like this. So, right now, I'm currently applying to my classes and courses for my second year, and like there's a long story, it's a long story. Like if I'm being completely honest, it's a long story because I have so much I need to get into about my situation and about everything. But I don't know if I should get into that in this video or if I should like do that in another video. I think I'll do that in another video. Mm. But I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about my situation right now. I feel very overwhelmed with the things I'm I'm doing right now. Course selections, finishing my classes on time. I feel so behind. You know what I mean? I feel so behind compared to the rest of my friends and the rest of my peers. And I don't know. I feel like okay, I'm just going to say it. My goal is to end up in medical school. I know, medical school. And to ultimately become a doctor, specifically a pediatrician, which is a doctor for children, and like between the ages of like 0 to 8, well, 0 to 17 because technically 18 is an adult. Um, but my goal is to eventually become a pediatrician, and I'm in my first year right now, and it's crazy because I have such a big goal. I have such a big goal, and I want to get there, and I literally like this is so random. Like this video is literally so random. I don't know. Like like a part of me was always thinking like, man, like maybe I should make a video. Maybe I should like start up a little YouTube channel cuz like I was posting videos before that was talking about spreading the word of God. Like I said, there's so many things that happened during that last video that I made compared to now. Like I could go into it, but this video would literally become an hour long and we don't have time for that. But I don't know. I just feel so overwhelmed because my goal I feel like is just really big. And I remember not too long ago I was on Reddit and there's this person who replied to one of my like posts because I was just talking about how I want to transfer my program because currently I'm in psychology and arts and not in sciences. I'm not even in a science program yet and I want to go to med school, which is crazy because it's like it's because I my grades weren't in high school, like my last year weren't good enough to get into weren't competitive enough to get into sciences, so I had to settle for my second option, which was psychology and arts. And obviously like it made me feel very down, but I didn't let it get to me too much. But I think the thing that really defeated me was when I posted this post about on Reddit that talked about my situation and how I wanted to switch programs and like how I'm worried I'm not gonna get all my classes. Like right now, I'm looking at my screen and I have all my classes like listed that I need to take for like the first semester and the second semester, and I can literally only take one of them because I'm not even in sciences. I feel like I'm being a little confusing about it if I'm being honest. Like there's like a lot I have to explain and kind of start from, but um I'm just going to continue. Yeah, so I asked this person on Reddit and I was like, hey, like they replied to my thing. They're like, hey, like I can help you out, like fix your classes, I can help you make a schedule, I can help you like make sure it's okay. And we were just going back and forth, we were explaining. And then like the more I like tell him about my classes and my situation, the more he starts, or and now I'm assuming he's a he, but honestly I don't actually know. I'm just gonna say he. Um the more he started to I don't know. It felt like he was like, "Oh, like you want to go to med school with the grades and the situation that you're in right now." And I was like, "Yeah, like of course I want to." And I remember I was telling him my grades for my fall semester and what I think I want to get for this winter semester that I'm currently in. And he's like, "Look, I'm going to be so honest with you. You're not going to make it into med school with those grades." When I heard that, I don't know what turned in me. Like I don't know what like how I felt. Like I felt I don't know why, but at the like the moment I read that, like the moment I read his message, I don't know how to explain it, but like I didn't necessarily feel sad. I just like kind of felt in awe. I was like I was like what do you mean by that? Like what do you mean? Like there's no way like I'm reading this wrong. Like there's no way I'm like reading what you're telling me right now, right? Cuz like medical school has been a like becoming a doctor, not even medical school, becoming a doctor has been my dream literally since I even knew what careers were. Literally since I knew what careers were, I was like I want to be a doctor. I need to be a doctor. And I'm being so serious. I can't see myself doing anything else in this lifetime than becoming a doctor. And I feel like it's so like I feel like in my position like I just feel so hopeless, but I don't want to give up because I know that like every single time I go on YouTube I always see videos of people who are like, "Oh, I make videos because I want there to be somebody, I want to reach out to a crowd of people who may be in the similar situation." When I watch those videos, I feel happy, but I feel like there's no one in my position. Like the way that I'm going about these things, I feel like there's nobody who's experienced what I'm experiencing right now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm the only one and it makes me feel so alone. It makes me feel so alone. Like it's insane. Like I feel literally like isolated when I think about this. And I always feel like I have nobody to tell this to and nobody to talk to about this because like it's like who do I say? Like I said, I realized that this video like if I do end up posting this, literally unless it's my friends watching this, nobody knows who I am. Like you guys have no idea who I am, what my name is even. Well, maybe my name, but you don't know like you don't know about me, you know what I mean? Which is why like me saying this is just like another video. It's like whatever the like whatever, who cares what it well who cares, you know what I mean? But sorry, back to what I was saying before about the person. When they said that, I was in awe. I was shocked. I was like, "What do you mean I'm not gonna make it to med school? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's my dream. That's my goal." And I keep saying med school, but it's not med school that I want to make it to. It's becoming a doctor because I know how long the path is, and I told myself like I'm okay with that. Like, I don't care how long it takes. It's just the fact that I need to become it because I know that I was supposed to be that. I know I'm supposed to be a doctor, you know? But the moment I came to university, it almost felt unrealistic cuz I started to see people getting better grades than me, people doing these things than me, and I always thought to myself, "No, if I just do what they do and copy exactly what they do, then I'll get to their place easily, like it's not that serious." And then the more I tried to copy them, the more I fell behind, and I was like, "What is going on?" You know? And it just sucks because it feels like I'm falling behind and it feels like I'm so like it makes me feel lost. I feel like there's nobody who's going through what I'm going through right now. And I feel like kind of self-absorbed for saying that because there probably is, but I don't know because I've never met them. Like there's so many things I wish somebody told me right before I started. And I don't know. Now I'm here and I'm just like, man, like I don't even know. It's just I'm just I don't know. There's just so much things. Like genuinely, there's just so much things that I just feel confused about. Like this video is so spontaneous. Like genuinely, I was thinking about making a video explaining everything, explaining my situation, just like kind of building a crowd and hopefully reaching out to somebody who might be going through the same thing as I am. But I was shied down from it. I always told myself, no, it's okay. You don't need to make a video about anything. Like, just don't worry about it. Then randomly today, as I'm making my courses, I'm like, man, like maybe I should. And now here I am making a video, kind of briefly going over what I'm going through. But yeah, I don't know. When that person told me that, like, I didn't necessarily, it didn't hit at first. And then I started to think about it. I was like, man, like, what if I don't make it to med school? What if I don't become a doctor? What if I don't end up to the goal that I need to? My parents, and everybody says this, literally everyone says this, especially every immigrant, how their parents made sacrifices to come here and how the least they could do is make their parents proud with their careers. And I don't know, it just I don't know, it just makes you think. Okay, sorry, I thought my mom was calling me. But yeah, I don't know, I always just kept thinking like, man, like, am I really gonna make it to med school? And like I wanted to use that as like motivation. Like, you think I'm not gonna make it to med school with the grades I currently have? Also, I'm just gonna be transparent. Right now, I currently have a 2.5 GPA. That's not really good. I'm pretty sure that's like in the middle of like a C plus and like a B minus. And it's crazy because I'm not even taking any real science classes yet. You know, I'm just taking like math, stats, psych, English, you know, a bunch of prerequisites, and I'm already doing not that good, you know what I mean? And it just makes you feel so alone. Like, I feel like I have no one else to talk to because it feels like everybody around me, including my friends, it feels like they all have it figured out. They're all so smart, geniuses. And I try my best not to compare, but it's so difficult when you're constantly and always surrounded by people who do better than you, because, like, you know, and like I always thought to myself that I didn't have to be super 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 smart, that I just have to work really 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 hard. But I feel like I don't know how to actually work hard and efficiently, because I don't know. And I know, like, I'm not someone who's like a super genius, you know. And like I always see videos of people explaining how you don't need to be smart to get into med school. And while I do believe that some of that is true, I also feel like it's not sometimes. And then it makes me feel bad about myself because I'm like, then what is the truth? Do I have to be smart? Do I have to work hard? Do I have to be both? Do I have to be neither? Like, what is it? And then you see people who apparently don't study, don't do any homework, who are getting better grades than you, but you're putting in 10 hours a day to study. Like, it's, it feels like, sometimes it feels like those people who don't study and don't go to class, don't pay attention, it feels like they're hiding something from you. And like I have a couple really really smart friends, right, who get like really really good grades and everything. And I ask them sometimes, I'm like, oh, like, how do you, like, what's your study technique for this? Like, how do you do this? And you want to know the response I always get? Oh, I just read my notes. Oh, I just do practice questions. And I'm like, okay, like, I can do that too. I do the same thing, and I don't even get remotely close to the marks that they get. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, are they not telling me something? Like, maybe I'm just not smart. Like, what is the issue? And things like that make you feel so alone. It like degrades you as a human being, because it's like, then how do I get to that level? You know what I mean? And I'm still in this predicament. I feel like I'm just in a position that, like, I'm happy that I'm even able to go to university, and that I'm able to live in a house, not have to worry about paying rent, not have to worry about my next meal. Like, I'm happy and grateful for those things. But at the same time, I just feel so alone. I feel like I feel so inferior to my friends sometimes because I see how smart they are and everything. And it just kills you. It really does. Like, after a while, it kills you. And I'm not somebody who opens up about these type of things to people, because I don't know, I'm just not someone who just talks about this out loud. And so when I do, it feels awkward and I feel weak. I don't know. It's just really bad. But I know the amount of sacrifices my parents have made for me to get here, and it's not even the fact that they made sacrifices. It's the fact that I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest in my family, the oldest, and I feel like I always have to know what's going on, what's happening, and it just makes me feel so alone. Like there's so many things. Like I'm telling you, this video literally it can become an hour long. I'm being so serious, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm gonna try to keep it to like maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't cut anything out either because like I I could be I'm not very bothered with it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot. And like imagine having a goal and then you thinking you're kind of on the right path, you're headed to the right way, and then someone comes up to you and tells you, "No, you're not going to make it." How would that make you feel? Because for me, initially, I didn't really feel anything. I was in denial. I was like, there's no way I just read that. And then after I started reflecting, I was like, man, like maybe I won't make it in. Maybe I am not set out to do this, but what am I set out to do? You know what I mean? And my relationship with God has been it's been so bad. I feel like I haven't even given him the chance at all to help me. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because my last video is me talking about how important it is to spread the word of God, how important it is to be present in your word, and yet here I am, like not doing those things. Like I said, there's so many things that just happen, and it's nothing crazy. It's just life. Like life happened in the span of how many years? I think 4 since my last video, because I think the last one I made was in like 2021 or something like that. So, and we're currently in 2025. So, a lot has happened, a lot. But I need to make like a video of like all the things that have like went down and like currently like life updates and everything like that, because I don't know, I just feel like sharing this is not only going to be a nice way to look back on things, but it's also going to be nice because then, like I said before, and I'll say it again, anybody who's going through something like this can also reflect. Because I remember every time I go on YouTube and I see all these videos of these influencers, or not even influencers, just people talking about their lives, about their journeys and stuff. I think to myself, I'm like, man, like I wish there was somebody who could relate to my exact situation, or there's somebody who's going through the exact same thing I am. Now, most of you don't really know because I haven't really explained much other than just the surface level of stuff. But if I do end up making a video again on this channel, then I will go into full on detail. I might have to make it like 2 parts because like I'm gonna be honest, like a 1 hour long video is like I don't know who would want to sit through 1 hour long of me just yapping about my entire life. Cause like, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. It's just scary because I feel like there's so many things that could go wrong, but I don't know. Like at the very, 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 very bottom of my heart, I feel hopeful. Like I still have a little speckle of hope that's still there, that is the reason why I still feel motivated to do the things that I do. Ooh, notification. Yeah, there's still like a little speckle of hope that I feel when I think about all the things that I'm doing this for, because I'm not doing this. I don't want to become a doctor for the money. I always hear my friends sometimes talking about, oh my gosh, did you know that this doctor makes this much money and this doctor makes this much money? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but like, and oh my gosh, and I know that probably sounds so cliche because everyone's like, don't do it for the money, don't do it for the money, you should do it for like because you want to do it. And it's true, like I want to become a doctor because I literally cannot see myself doing anything else in this life. You know what I mean? And it would be so much fun. Like I feel like I'd enjoy myself. um but I think the reason why I want to become a doctor is because I realized how willing I am to continuously be there for people. because now everyone always talks about how they want to help people, how they want to do this. And I'm like, yes, that's true, but medicine isn't only about helping people, it's about like genuinely changing lives forever. I remember having a doctor who, I think they were a pediatrician actually. I don't remember. I think they were like a blood doctor too. I don't even remember, guys. It was a long time ago. Oof. Okay. I'm going to explain this last little story and then I'm going to end it here so then the video is not too long.